Are you still struggling with carb addiction? Do you think you got it under wraps? What's your status with that? Let me know in the comments. I'm a person that I have anxiety. When I'm really good on carnivore, the anxiety reduces. And I've had a lot of anxiety lately, and had been, cheating and having carbs and all that. Gee, are those two connected? Maybe. When will I learn? I don't know. So do you feel like you should have learned by now? Did you learn? Have you learned? Do you know it intellectually, but still defy smartness in your life? I sure do. I am taking myself on a mini retreat right now, but it's not a spa day retreat. It's an organizational retreat. I'm getting out of the house. I told my husband that for the next several days, I need him to not ask me anything particularly taxing or informative. I will keep food going, laundry, all that kind of thing. But then I need to focus, and I'm late getting my 2024 kind of organized and going. So that's that. Now, the update in terms of diet is that I have been good on carnivore for, 2-3 days. I had mentioned in my last live stream that we lost our dog that we'd had for 10.5 years. We got him when he was 2. And then one of my best friends lost her husband unexpectedly in a motorcycle accident. So it has been stressful. I've spent a lot of time at her house, have ate some of the food that people had brought her, and that's not carnivore compliant. I could have said no, but I didn't. It is what it is. But I've been pretty good. And of course, as we all know, when you don't eat something sweet, you tend to want sweet things less and less. And so, of course, my carb cravings have gone down to, negligible. I mean, almost nothing. My husband, some of y'all know the history there. Last fall, he went carnivore for about a month and had great results. He is metabolically fit. He's 65 and he's in great shape. He is a yoga teacher. He works out a lot, gets a lot of physical fitness. He's a very active, energetic guy. But there's a lot of reasons carnivore benefits you, not just the need for weight loss that I and so many other people have. So he has been back on carnivore as well, is feeling improvements. He's still snoring. He's been back on carnivore strictly for probably 3 days or so. There's a couple more things I think he's going to try cutting out. And I think he's going to go maybe 60 or 90 days to really see what this does for him. He does eat yogurt. He might cut that out. I'm not sure. He misses nuts and stuff like that, but he and I talked about that last night, and I talked about the oxalate situation, and that might be, my total guess is that the oxalates might be embedded and increasing inflammation up in his sinus cavities and making that snoring worse. I don't know. He was interested in that idea, so we're just gonna see. And maybe he can reincorporate some and go back to keto or ketovore or something like that one of these days. But he's gonna have to really experiment with something hardcore to see what he needs to do. I don't know that he's going to go all the way lion, but he might. I don't know. We're talking about it. But he's getting back on track. I'm getting back on track. I still have anxiety just because of life things to manage that are stressing me out. And that's just life, and it's going to keep happening. But my ability to deal with it needs to improve. So anyway, I just wanted to check in. And I hope you all are doing well. Oh, I thought I would also mention what I've been eating. I have been eating pre-cooked beef patties. I have decided I really like the grass-fed beef patties, even though they're pretty lean, that are frozen from Costco. I like them better than the fattier ones. I don't know if I'm having a histamine reaction to the beef fat and the fattier ones. I don't know. But I like the grass-fed ones, so I have those, but then I've got other fat in the diet to balance that out, to improve that ratio a bit. So I have those. I've been having deviled eggs. You all might have seen my video where I did the tour of my refrigerator. So I had some deviled eggs in there. The mayo in those is clean avocado oil mayo, but I will make some bacon mayo or butter mayo coming up to be fully compliant with carnivore, but I seem to do fine with the avocado oil mayo, and it's got very clean ingredients, and I show the brand and the ingredient label in that video if you want to hop on over and check that out. Let's see, that I haven't actually made any scrambled eggs or fried eggs, I don't think, just because of time purposes. I did make Indigo Neely's bread, where she uses the flakes of frozen butter, and that's really my favorite go-to carnivore bread. It's very clean. It's BBB&E compliant. It's terrific, and it just helps me to have it. And I have that usually with a lot of butter on it, and it, you know what, that really helps me keep on track. When I don't have that on hand, if I get super hungry and while I'm cooking, my tendency is to snack on cheese that I keep around for my son mostly. Well, having this bread on hand helps me reduce the dairy in my diet. So I've been eating that bread. Let's see, those deviled eggs, a little bit of bacon. I cooked up a whole bunch of bacon to keep in there. I've had a little bit of pork breakfast sausage. I did cook up T-bone steaks for my husband and son, but I have not really wanted those, so I haven't had those. I haven't had any steaks lately, just because I don't know, I prefer those grass-fed beef patties. They taste better to me. What else? I have had black coffee, and I have no plans to give that up unless lightning strikes me, in which case I'll consider it. I don't rule anything out, but I don't plan to give up coffee right now. Mostly it's black. Sometimes I will add some heavy whipping cream to it, but I try to make that minimal. But normally I'm a black coffee drinker. Let's see, a couple of days ago I did have a Diet Coke. I'm trying to stop all that, but I did have a Diet Coke, but I didn't have anything else not compliant on that day. And has there been any, maybe a little bit of brie, but I haven't had dairy other than a splash of heavy whipping cream in a couple days. So I think that's about it. That's what I'm eating right now. I'm not that hungry. Per usual for the carnivore diet, when you're eating enough fat and protein, your appetite may go down. My husband's appetite has gone down. What he's doing is he's eating a lot at a meal, and then he's not hungry for about 18 hours. So he was talking to me about that this morning or last night. Can't remember. So that's that, and I'm going to be hanging out at kind of a coffee shop about half an hour from my house today, just to really get away from things. And my plan is to just have black coffee there. I did have some Indigo Neely bread as toast and deviled eggs before I left the house today, so I should be good to go for a while. So that's what I've been eating, and I'll update more later.